Good evening folks, Joshua Barrie from the Rangers Review here, joining you from Ibrox. A very cold Ibrox now after another international break. Started as Rangers' brief spell. There's now the fourth international break, so another brief spell of club football is over, this time with a 4-2 win over Ross County, and it was deserved. At points there was a lot of excitement going forward, but in many ways, like the trip up to the Highlands near the start of the season, there was an underpinning of defensive issues which also dampens the mood slightly coming out of Ibrox today. Rangers started poorly, as tends to be custom now. It's 5 games in a row they've now gone behind. This time it was Regan Charles-Cook who managed to get in behind the Rangers defence after Yanis Hadji chose to overplay in the wrong area, played the ball into John Lundstrom. 4 county players were able to kind of pounce on him, win the ball back, play in Charles-Cook, whose pace did cause issues all game, play him in behind, and Rangers didn't quite have a mountain to climb, but they certainly had an agenda to kind of tick off, because that is, as I say, 5 games now in which they've gone behind, and it's a bit of a worrying trend and something that they can't maintain. But the response was really good. They would equalise through Joe Aribo from the corner, from a corner kick at the front post. He managed to flick on, and that goal's been coming for Aribo. He's always at the front post and makes such an impact, whether that be direct or indirect, as we've written before about on the site. And soon after, it was 2-1 Ryan Kent who made a fantastic impact, making his first start after a month and a half out with injury. Cut inside after the ball came out for a corner onto his right foot and unleashed what was a quite superb shot. I was sat right behind it, and it dipped over the head of the keeper and put Rangers 2-1 up. Juninho Bacuna was making a rare start as well, and I thought he looked excellent as the number 8, committing men, creating space for his full-back outside him to then go on and jump into. And his goal was a product of some great interplay at the edge of the box, I think, with Joe Aribo. And he found the near post, and then it was 4-1 not that long after. This time it was interplay on the right. Aribo again involved. He was very good today. He was given man of the match by the stadium announcer. He fed in James Tavernier, who from the right wing made a cross, and it was converted into his own net, I think, by Alex Iacovitti. And Ross County would make the game 4-2, and Rangers had a lot of chances. Kemar Roof could have easily had 2 goals. Fashion Sakala could have had 1. Juninho Bacuna another. Jordan White would spin, and from a free kick, Calvin Bassey perhaps not close enough to him to make the game 4-2, and it kind of continues the trend of this season. That's now, I think, 13 goals that Rangers have conceded so far, which is obviously the same as last year for the whole season. And the defence is a concern, but the attack and the variation was really impressive, and Rangers scored a lot of goals from a lot of areas, which again was encouraging, because that hasn't always been the case this season. It feels, compared to the end of previous international breaks, that there is a lot more optimism, and the team seem to be linking up well in the top areas of the park, but I think defensively still a lot of work to be done. So you can join us on Monday as we get you through another international break on the Rangers Review. We'll have a full debrief of the match and lots of analysis, features and more to keep you going over the international break. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and we will speak to you tomorrow. Thanks.